Gordon, were you so a little surprised that it was almost like a home field advantage today? I know you guys have great coverage from your fans all over, but here was amazing.
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised at all. I mean, I think Packers fans travel well everywhere we go. So, yeah, I'm never surprised about that. And it's awesome to be able to see that many fans be able to get here.
Jordan, what did you see out of the Rams secondary that you were able to exploit them rather and be successful?
Yeah, I mean, they do some good things in the secondary, but, you know, they do some things where we've seen this defense before. It's kind of similar to what we've ran in the past, and it's a lot of man-match stuff. And I'm confident in my receivers and those guys to be able to go out there and make plays against their DBs, and that's what we did there.
How much did it help you just to have some reps last week compared to this week, especially like you really got going in the second half?
Oh, definitely. I mean, every rep is so important, and especially coming off 2 weeks off, the injury. So definitely last week was important, but, you know, I mean, going through the week practice, like I said, every rep is so important to get that rhythm, that flow back leading up to Sunday.
You had 9 straight completions after that pick six. Did that motivate you at all? Seemed like a switch flip with you.
No, I mean, it didn't motivate. It's just understanding how critical each possession is, and you know, it just came to a lack of execution early on and leading up to that pick. And we know what type of team we are. We know what we have to do to be able to go and win games, and it's execute at a high level. And you know, it's just focusing on getting that completion, focusing on taking it one play at a time, and then guys were making plays out there once they got the ball in their hands. So you know, obviously, like you said, the pick. I mean, it was you know, a bad decision, and it's tough. And you saw about how you responded and bounced back.
What should you, looking back, I don't know if you got a chance to rewatch it, what should you do there?
On the interception, you know, it's one of those plays. I'm trying to get rid of the ball, and you know, I was falling and I didn't really have balance, and I was just trying to get it out of bounds, and it's tough. You know, I'm falling. I don't have enough power, but I mean, honestly, just throw it at the ground. Like, don't put any air on that ball. Throw it up, and even because I couldn't see where anybody was at, so just throwing it at the ground and not giving any possibility for a bad play to happen in that situation.
So if you did that, you might get a, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, try and get it past the line of scrimmage. You know what I mean? But just, you know, not put it in harm's way. You know what I mean? Not trying to make a bad play worse. But you know, looking back on the safety, it's definitely better than a pick six. So.
Jordan, under center play action was such a big part of your success last year, and you guys hit a lot of gun today, last week as well. How much of that is where your knee is, and how much of that is just natural evolution of this offense?
Wait, sorry, say that again.
Just the use of under center play action, like you guys were a lot of gun. We're used to seeing you work a little bit more under center with the run game and in the play action.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think last week was a little bit more dealing with the knee coming back, being under center, not as much. But you know, I think, like you said, that's a huge part of our offense, and just, you know, I mean, it's all game plan and basing, you know, marrying our plays up off each other and some of the looks. So, you know, there's definitely a lot more plays we have out there that we didn't dial up today. But yeah, that's under center play action is a huge part of our offense, and you know, we'll keep getting back to that and keep getting that rolling.
What was it like trying to work in some of the play that they were running while you were out, some of the more exotic runs that maybe you guys didn't run as much that now you guys can incorporate here, that now all of a sudden you've got to rep these in practice?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, all those plays are something that's always a part of our offense, you know, stuff that we rep during training camp. And, you know, we have such a big offense and a playbook that each week it's so different, and it's all, you know, schemed up for what the defense might be doing. So, you know, obviously, like you said, I mean, we're running the ball very well and, you know, incorporating some new schemes and motions and different things like that. And, you know, I think we've definitely done a good job of keeping that rolling and, you know, building plays off of plays and things like that. Credit to Matt and, you know, Steno. They do a good job with that.
How's the knee feel today?
Feels good. Feels good.
Better than last week?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Jordan, this pressure early in the game, what was your mindset to kind of like calm down and keep things going? What were you thinking like when you got sacked early in the game and just started ripping it the game?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to take it one play at a time. You know, that's a mindset. You know, the guys on the other team, they're very good as well. You know, everybody gets paid. So it's one of those mindsets of, you know, a bad play might happen, you know, a negative play might happen. It's how you respond and go forward and, you know, build off that. But I think the O-line did a really good job. And like you said, early on, they got me on a sack. And, you know, we did some good things building off that and was able to, you know, it's on me too, to be able to get the ball out, find check downs, get those positive plays. But it's just moving on to the next play.
So how do you assess the overall offense to this stage? Your expectations coming out of camp and and then what you've done in the first 5 weeks?
Yeah, I think there's so much that we need to build on. You know, I think we leave a lot of plays out there, and then we make some really good plays as well. So, you know, I think it just comes down to consistent execution and trying to be as clean as we can for 4 quarters. And I don't think we've done that yet. I don't think we've played a full 4-quarter game that's clean. So there's so much stuff that we can look back on and watch film when we get back and stuff to clean up. But you know, I like who we have, and I think we're just going to keep building. But there's definitely a lot of stuff to clean up.
You had 5 interceptions in 3 games. Last year, I think you had, what, 8 for the whole season. Any idea what's going on there? Are you trying to do too much?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things you just got to be smart with the ball. You know, you look at last week and we're down, we're trying to make plays. So you're trying to force the ball and things like that. But it just comes down to being smart with the ball, and I got to do a better job with that.
Jordan, how much have you seen Josh Jacobs evolve in this offense thus far?
Yeah, I mean, Josh keeps building every week. You know, we know what type of running back he is, and you know, I think every week, I mean, he's getting better and better. He's getting more carries, and something that I think we can lean on a lot more going forward is the run game. But I mean, he's a great player.
Jordan, big picture, you know, you got hurt week 1. You guys came back for 2 straight wins. Last week you were down 28-0. You guys come back, almost win the big thing. Here you throw the pick 6. You guys come back and score a critical field goal before the half. Is it all coincidence? Is there a toughness about this team that you can build on? Kind of, how would you assess the way you guys kind of consistently keep coming?
No, there's definitely a toughness, and I think that's our mindset. You know, it's just keep fighting. You know, it's a 4-quarter game, and it's not going to be perfect. It's never going to be perfect, but you know, it's how do we respond to everything that happens. Adversity is going to happen in the game. Bad plays happen. Good plays happen. You know, how do we respond? And you know, even going back last year and this year, the start. I mean, we proved that we're going to keep fighting and just keep going and you know, trusting the guys and just keep fighting for each other. But it's all about, you know, the brotherhood we got and just fighting for every play for everybody in the locker room.
What'd you see on the shot play to Reed? I wasn't sure if that was open when the ball was in the air.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those plays. They rolled the coverage and took the DB, and he played the deep half in cover 2. And you know, the way he was going back, I didn't think he was that deep, but he was pretty deep. So definitely not a great decision on my part. But you know, when you got a playmaker like Jayden Reed who's going to go up and make you right, you know, it helps. So just a great play by Jay Reed right there.
What have you seen from Tucker Kraft, his growth? I mean, he's become a crucial playmaker for this offense.
Yeah, I mean, Tuck is a dog, you know. Every time he touches the ball, he has that mindset that he's trying to score, and he's not going to go down lightly. He's going to run people over and stay up. But, I mean, he does really good things when he has the ball in his hands, so I definitely keep trying to find ways to get him the ball. But he's a dog, and he had a big-time performance today.
2 more. Jordan, on the play on the final drive, you canned, it looked like you canned from the run to the slant to Heath. Did you feel like you had the one that got tipped at the line? Did you feel you had that, and was Matt okay with that decision for you to can that and try to hit the slant? Yeah,
it's you know, it's a play we can run to a run, and we had like you said, a slant on the backside, and I mean, that's, you know, it's critical in situational awareness for me to be able to just, you know, hand that ball off and you know, get the run going and eat the clock. But you know, it was the look we like for that play on the backside. So you know, I think if they didn't want me throwing it, they probably wouldn't have called it. So you know, I just go about the rules of the play, and I like the look we had, and they made a good play getting their hands up. But I mean, if we get that completion, I think it'd be a big play too.
How do you keep Dontavian with his confidence up while he's dealing with some of these drops? You know, how talented he is, how much he's done for your team. It just seems like he's going through it a little bit right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things where, you know, when it comes Sunday, we just got to go out there and make plays, and that's everybody. It's not just him. It's me. It's everybody, you know. It's all about going out there and making those plays. So I know he'll bounce back from it, and, you know, he's proven what he can do for sure. So, you know, the ball's going to keep coming his way, but, you know, we just got to get back to the drawing board, work throughout the week, and it comes down to making those plays.